freak. Your outcome's looking pretty bleak. Thunder booms and lightning crashes, leaving boots filled with ashes. As we lay you down to rest, we read the pages of the Dead Man's Digest.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this special edition of the Dead Man's Digest, brought to you by the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast and in association with MiceChat.com and sponsored by Fairy Godmother Travel and the Producers Club. Joining me tonight are Tracy.
Hello.
Hunter.
What's going on?
And the original founding father, Darren.
Hello, my constituents.
We are here today to talk to you about Darren's experience of the Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights 24 media preview event that Darren went to on September the 7th on behalf of ourselves and MiceChat.com. So Darren, walk us through the first part of the event.
So I parked my car, and then we walked down. No, it was Nina and I went. Nina helped me out with a lot of stuff, so thank you very much to her.
Thank you, Nina.
Yeah. We checked in and then kind of sat in the media pool like we do every year, and then literally not a pool.
So where's that then, Darren?
I don't know if you've ever been where the VIP tours start or anything like that. It's a little sub-entrance to the parks.
Nope.
It's like there's like a small seating area. It's right next to guest services.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
So yeah, we hung out there for a little bit, and then they walked us over to Soundstage 33.
Where's
All
that?
right, 30. It's where they have the Harry Potter celebration and that kind of thing. It's back in the corner behind Rip Ride Rocket.
All right, yeah.
Next to the New York Public Library facade. Yeah. So it's an area you can rent out and that kind of thing too if you've got a couple $1,000 laying around. But basically it was they had it all set up like they have in previous years, where they had stations set up for each house, and a makeup demonstration and a couple other things going on. And a big, huge stage with candles that had the melted faces of souls trapped inside.
They are awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now coming to Mickey's Not So Scary.
No.
I wonder if I can have one of them when they're done with them.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome for my Halloween decorations. Mike, I know you're listening. Please just mail me one after Halloween.
Yeah. So they gave us a little bit of time to walk around and check that stuff out, and then they started a presentation there.
And that was Mike, was it?
Yeah, Mike Aiello got on stage and presented the whole thing. In previous years, it had been like the whole design team and everything up there talking, but this time it was just Mike and a slideshow there.
So cool.
Do you think he'd seen all the others off? They're buried under the patio somewhere. Maybe they're the faces in the big candles.
Hey,
Sorry.
there you go.
Am I going too far?
So speaking of that presentation, Darren did record it for us, so we will pass it over to Mike Aiello to tell us about, firstly, all the scare zones, and then the houses that can be found this year's event, and then we'll be back.
The intro cut out a little bit, just so everybody knows.
We've done pumpkins in overhead that are all synced to lighting and music. We're doing that with these really ornate jars that cover the entire Central Park area. Every hour, we're going to do a human sacrifice.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to happen. We've got a really awesome voodoo queen that our guests are going to see every hour performing a ritual sacrifice. You know, it's the good stuff. We've got Face Off. Is one of our scare zones. It's going to be located in our Hollywood section of the park. We've got a really cool relationship with Face Off and our Sci-Fi Network affiliation. Face Off is really close to our hearts because many contestants that have appeared on Face Off have been members of our makeup team. We've got two gentlemen back in here you guys can talk to later, Doc and Eric Garcia, one of two Garcia brothers that have been on the show. And of course Laura Tyler, who won, I believe, season 5 of the series. It's from Horror Nights. She's from Horror Nights Orlando. So we got a really cool kinship with Face Off. To be able to work with them and create a really great scare zone in our Hollywood section. We've built very ornate environments for 10 of the Face Off characters that have appeared over the last 7 seasons of the show will appear nightly for Halloween Horror Nights. 5 every half hour. Every 45 minutes you'll see 5 different characters. Really great stuff, a mix of prosthetics and really ornate costumes. You've got a couple over here you guys can check out as you guys go through the space. Purge in our New York section. This place is going to be crazy. We have bread trucks, we have motorcycles, we have characters from Purge, both films that are going to occupy the zone. This is heavy metal, this is chaos. It is everyone's right to purge. Everyone that has been given the right to purge. That's mainly our characters. But yeah, you're going to experience it live in our New York section of the park. So to bring Scare Zones back this year, we're really excited that we're able to kind of divide the park up into those thematics, something we've kind of strayed away from the last couple of years. So to do that again, we're very excited. Moving on to our mazes. Giggles and Gore Incorporated. This is over in our Disaster extended queue line. We're saying evil clowns aren't born, they're made, and this is where they're made. We've got clowns doing some horrific things in this maze. They are ripping throats out, creating mimes. They are smashing people into bits and stuffing them into other clowns. It's just nuts. Absolutely crazy. It's a lot of fun. It's a juxtaposition of factory aesthetics with a kind of a clown atmosphere. It's going to be very cool, a lot of fun. Dollhouse of the Damned is one of our tent experiences. This is a maze when we create, it's one of the mazes we like to create the characters first and then create the environments that those characters will occupy second. So this is what we applied to this maze. Every type of doll you can think of, we've kind of twisted and changed. And our guests are going to walk through and literally experience all of these various macabre variations of dolls, porcelain dolls, marionettes, knitted dolls, all in these really immersive environments that have been made towards the characters that are in those rooms. It's a very freaky, it's the one maze this year I'm walking through going, I don't know about all this. It's really great. Roanoke, Cannibal Colony. Every year we like to do one maze, every couple years we like to do a maze that's kind of based in something that could be historical. We did Nightingales a couple of years ago. This one is about the Roanoke colony. It's this actual colony. They call it the Lost Colony. It's a 16th century colony that literally disappeared off the face of the earth. No one knows why. Well, we're going to tell you. They ate each other. And that's what's happening in this maze. Walking in over the weekend, we did our tech review, and it's one of the mazes that I walk into, and it reminds me of kind of old Horror Nights. It has that kind of like old school feel to the event that we used to have years and years ago. It's really great. It's in our B79 parade facility. So it's really immersive. We can control all the environments, all the elements. It's a rustic look. Again, kind of separates itself from all the other mazes we have going on this year. One of our IP mazes, From Dusk Till Dawn. How many Dusk Till Dawn fans do we have? Yeah? Of the film?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the TV show?
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, you can watch it.
I did.
Our maze is kind of in the last 3 or 4 episodes of the series, where the Gecko brothers arrive to the Twister. And we're placing our guests right into that bar. It is a rock and roll heaven. It's awesome. It has vampires. You're going to see the Gecko brothers. We've got dancing vampires. You're going to see it all inside From Dusk Till Dawn. Dracula Untold: Reign of Blood. This is a partnership with Universal Pictures. This film comes out October 10th in theaters. They just moved the date a week earlier so that everybody can see our maze and go see the film. It's kind of cool, kind of neat collaboration. This is a story, kind of a retelling or a reimagining of the Vlad the Impaler story, of how Vlad became Dracula. And our maze is telling a lot of the storylines and scenes that you'll see in that film. So you're going to see Vlad become Dracula. You're going to see his interaction with a character called the Master. I don't want to give away too much because the movie hasn't come out yet, but when you see the maze, it's kind of a living preview of this film that comes out October 10th. And really awesome gothic castle environments, a lot of vampires, very different from our vampires in From Dusk Till Dawn for obvious reasons. The Walking Dead, end of the line. Walking Dead is back. This is our 3rd year in collaboration with AMC Networks. And for us, creating the event this year, creating this maze, we really want to take a step back and examine how we've done Walking Dead in the past. First maze we did was all about season 1. Second maze had a season 2 scenario going on, season 3 a little bit. This maze is all set into season 4. And when watching it, we were really excited because the fact that all the survivors kind of broke off and went into different environments really was right for us to be able to create a lot of unique looking environments that we really haven't tackled before with Walking Dead. So for us it was, okay, we've got all these environments, let's make them all. So we said, let's make the biggest maze we've ever done for Walking Dead. And honestly, the biggest maze we've ever produced for Halloween Horror Nights, and we've done that. It's located in our Soundstage 25 soundstage facility, and it is the largest maze we've ever created in the history of Halloween Horror Nights. These sets are huge. You're going to begin at the prison. It's kind of a catch-all of what we ended with last year. It follows the exact storyline of season 4. Survivors go to the prison, infection breaks out, they all have to flee, and you're going into all those environments. The big spot, you're going into the caved-in tunnel. Everything, the end of the line for us is Terminus. So we're literally stopping right where season 4 ends, and season 5 is going to pick up. So the guests are going to take that journey of season 4 right here at Halloween Horror Nights 24. Be very cool. We've got a lot of interesting walkers that we're bringing to the table, a lot of prosthetics going on in the maze. We're upping the ante as far as Walking Dead is concerned, it being our 3rd year. So we're really excited and eager for you guys to experience it. Oh, Alien versus Predator. This is the maze, when we were deciding to do this, is a maze we're really excited about presenting, but also scared us to death to try and recreate. It is massive. You're talking 2 of the most iconic monsters that have been in the modern age, predators and aliens. Stan Winston created these characters. How are we going to be able to do these things justice? If we had not done an American Werewolf last year, we probably wouldn't have tackled it. But we did, and we learned a lot from American Werewolf. The puppetry that we used in Werewolf last year, we've learned from those techniques, and we've built upon those facts and created all of our aliens will be puppeteered for this maze, and they're all over the maze. Predators are all over the maze. Fox has been an amazing partner with us. We brought to the table an idea that we want to use the Alien versus Predator brand. We kind of wanted to tell our own story using the brand, and they've let us do that, which is great. So it's AVP as a brand, but we're taking guests into a Wayland facility where biochemical research has been, bioweapon research has been done. And there we encounter predators and aliens in this very cool stylized facility that has a lot of thematics that are akin to the brand of Alien versus Predator. So I think you guys are going to really love it. It is a very, very cool looking maze. The most detailed maze I think we've done in a long, long time. The amount of layers involved. And even the lighting, we're taking a lot of tips from the various films that the Fox has produced in the Alien and Predator brand and applying those aesthetics to the maze. So we're really excited about it. It's an amazing maze. Those shoes were specially made. Christmas present 2 years ago from my wife. I'm a huge Halloween fan. We've been wanting to do this maze for a long, long time, and the cards just weren't hitting the table correctly, and we have it. We have it this year. Now, this is one question we've gotten asked a lot on the Twitter. Do you guys follow the Twitter page? Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, that is me. I promise. I'm actually typing those things, and for us, it was the question I've been getting is it John Carpenter's film? Is it the Rob Zombie remakes? It is John Carpenter's Halloween. That is what we're producing. That's the maze that we've created. From top to bottom. The score, you're hearing John Carpenter's score that he wrote. It's all over that maze. You're seeing Michael Myers all over the place. We recreated all the classic scenes. When Nancy bites it in the car, the kitchen scene, the head tilt, all of that is part of this maze. It's in our tent, but it is an amazing tent maze. You're going in and out of environments. You're going between homes in one of our tents. We've got a car in the soundstage to recreate the garage that Nancy dies in. So it is down to its most. It is a really great maze. Like we were walking through it the other night for our tech review, and it was just cool to be in the film. We have the thing playing on the TV. It's awesome. It's awesome. It is all there. And you're walking through it just kind of a kid in a candy store going, this is the movie, it's awesome. I love it. Our team has just kind of immersed themselves in these brands and how to have Halloween in all of the lineup for this year. We're ecstatic. It's just awesome. That is the lineup for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. Of course, Bill and Ted is back. I know there was a lot of speculation. if that would come back or not. It is back. It's not going anywhere. Bill and Ted's staying right here. We've got a Rocky Horror Picture Show, a tribute coming back again. Amazing show. And you guys are going to hear all about it. We've got myself here to talk to you guys all night tonight. We've got Laura Wallace, who's a show director for our street zones, scare zones, as well as Rocky Horror. We've got Manuel Condero. He is our senior scenic designer. His work you are going to see all over this park in our mazes. Nick Collins is not here tonight. He was our designer for our street program. And Charles Gray is going to be here. There he is, right over there. Charles Gray is our show director for our mazes this year. So we're going to be hanging around tonight. We can answer any questions you guys have. We can talk about horror. We can be geeks together, horror geeks together tonight. All right?
All right.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
As usual, Mike is so excited about talking about Halloween Horror Nights. He gets you pumped for wanting to go to that event. Even if you're not that bothered about the stuff that's there, it's like, right, I need to go just because his enthusiasm.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
he is a man that loves his job.
Wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Very clear and very evident, though. He puts everything into it, so definitely exciting.
So what was after that then, Darren?
After that, we got some more time with the displays. They walked around, felt all fancy because they had, like appetizers and waiters walking around with appetizers on trays. Sir, would you like a spring roll? So yes, I would. As a matter of fact. Then they also had it was really cool. A couple of the guys from Face Off that had previously worked at Halloween Horror Nights doing some makeup demonstrations. So we had Doc from the current season.
Is he the one with the really weird hair?
Yes, he's got a shock of green going through the side. It's pretty cool. And the other guy was, I'm going to get his name wrong. I think it was Gus, and he was from season 3. There was 2 brothers that were on the show together, and he was one of the 2.
Garcia.
He was.
Were they called Garcia? Yeah.
Yeah, the Garcia brothers.
It means nothing to us really over here, does it?
No, I wish we had that. I wish we got that over here.
Such cool stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Just a quick
It's a
aside.
really.
I'm pretty stoked on the face-off stuff. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Because I've been following that show since the first season, so it's really cool to see it because it is such a natural fit for Horror Nights. it
Oh,
seems,
without
yeah.
a doubt, yeah. Especially like when you say there's quite a few. I think Mike in the presentation said there's at least 3 people, I think, that have worked on that show that have started out their careers at Horror Nights.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, so they were doing that. Doc was doing like a big makeup demonstration showing like application of the facial appliances and that kind of thing. And the other fella, the Mr. Garcia, let's call him that, just in case I'm messing his name up, was actually doing some simpler makeups on guests, media guests that were there.
Yeah, because we watched Attractions Magazine, the show there, and the guy who went for that, and it's really cool to watch because the latex is it's like a paste that they paste on
And then
in the shape that it needs to be and sort of mould it on the face rather than it being an
Yeah.
actual prosthetic piece.
carve it as it's set.
It was
up.
cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. And then they had, like I had said, they had the station set up, and they gave us some more time to explore with those, as well as conduct some interviews. But the stations themselves, what they did was they'd have a costume, at least one costume, 1 or 2 costumes from that house or scare zone, and then they'd also have some concept art for the houses and brief description, that kind of thing. And that was set up, like I said, for each one of those all the way around the room, to just give you a feel of what the costuming in the house will look like without giving out too much information.
Was there anything you saw on them stations, Darren, that you weren't maybe necessarily that like hyped about beforehand, but then having seen the presentation, you got, right, I'm excited now?
Yeah. Let's talk about Dollhouse of the Damned.
Really?
Yeah. They have a mask there. There's a picture of it in my article that went up on micechat.com.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
I will link to it in the show notes. Darren's article was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
it really was.
Thank you. It was a large man, and his face has basically exploded open, and there is a broken porcelain doll inside of his face. So yeah.
No,
Yeah, that definitely
not
got me
yet.
hyped on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I showed Tracy the picture of
No.
the clown from the Giggles and Gore ink stand. She's like,
No.
Oh, she was lovely.
Not happening.
She had a nice tube top on and everything.
Didn't he even comment that Dollhouse and Roanoke were the classic Halloween Horror Night houses this year?
Yes, yeah, those are two of the originals. Giggles and Gore is also something you'd put in the same category.
Yeah.
Their original houses really throw back to the classic Halloween Horror Nights times, and they're the ones I get most excited about every year. While the big IP things are awesome, and it's cool to see some of the movies that you've seen throughout your life come to life and literally walk through them. That's a really awesome thing. I've always just preferred what they can do creatively with their own their own twisted minds there.
And they are quite twisted.
Yeah. Definitely. So after I got through checking all of those out, we got the opportunity to interview both Mike Aiello, who is the creative director of Universal Orlando, and Laura Wallace, who is the show director. She does not Bill and Ted, I found out. She does a Rocky Horror Picture Show, a tribute, and all the scare zones and street experiences that you have there.
Mm-hmm. And she's also very passionate about her work as well.
Yes.
I could listen
Laura's
to her for hours.
And we've had both of them on our show before.
We have.
Yep.
So speaking of those interviews, I will pass you over to them. So the first one you're going to hear, like Darren said, is the Director of Entertainment, Mr. Mike Aiello. And then following that, you're going to hear from show director Laura Wallace. So Darren, it's over to you a couple of weeks ago.
So you tweeted out a few months back that you signed a property that got you as excited as you were last year over American Werewolf. I think I've got an idea what that is.
Which one was it?
Was it Halloween?
Well, Halloween was one, but the tweet was about AVP.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what got you so excited about doing it?
I mean, to be able to create those characters, and again, they are characters that we probably wouldn't have tackled prior to doing American Werewolf, because we normally do costumed characters in our mazes. It's very rare we do any sort of puppetry or animatronics or anything. So last year, working with Landis, it really challenged us to create something unique that we hadn't done before. And we learned a lot from it. I mean, no denying that everything we've done with that, we're applying to AVP in our aliens. Because those costumes, we did some tests on trying to do a costume of that, and knowing our spaces are so confining, it was less about how we were going to engage the guest and more about how we were going to get our actors to their scare points. Okay. Because all of our environments back of house are very, they're very small for our guests to kind of go through. So that presented almost a behind the scenes challenge that a guest would never know.
Oh yeah.
How are we getting costumed aliens to their scare zones inside those mazes
that are really as wide as they are tall?
Yeah, and the size of them, and the fact that even the original costume, that head exists on top of that performer. It's not, his head's not in that thing, so it's his neck. Okay. His head is actually his neck. So it just presented a lot of unique aspects that early on we said, we either are not going to do this, or we need to figure out a different way to present the aliens. So that's when we looked at American Werewolf and said, okay, what if we took these aesthetics and applied that to the aliens? And that's what we've done. And they are fully articulated, mouths open and closed, the appendage shows itself. It's all pneumatic-based tech equipment, and then man-controlled puppeteer. And they're gorgeous. They look just like the film, and they're all over the place.
Excellent. Definitely looking forward to that. And this year sees the third year return of The Walking Dead, but you said this is going to be the largest maze you've created with the most amount of scare actors for a maze.
Yeah.
What freedom did this environment give you, and can we expect more of these super mazes in the future?
In the future, who knows? I mean, if it's something that we know we can do something really great with, obviously. I mean, Season 4 of The Walking Dead allowed us to create a lot of different environments. Again, last two mazes, the first maze we did was kind of a blend of Season 1 and 2, so we had a lot of environments to work with. Last year's maze was all the prison, so it was that aesthetic the entire way. Season 4, just while we were watching it with everyone else, we're literally watching it going, oh, this episode has a completely new environment from the last one, and the next one had two environments that were in the first one.
Right.
So it did provide us a plethora of environments, and really taking that journey, having the guests go on the same journey those survivors did, from prison to terminus, and everything in between. That's what the guests are going to experience.
Awesome. Definitely looking forward to that.
Awesome, man.
Thank you so much. Just a couple of questions. This year sees you go back to individually themed scare zones. So how was the preparation for this year, and how did that differ from last year's Walking Dead Takeover?
What was cool about this year is in the creative meetings, we got to bring to the table, the whole creative team got to bring to the table what they wanted to see.
Excellent.
You know, whether it was, I wanted to see a live sacrifice. So how are we going to wrap a zone around a live sacrifice, and what made that work? Voodoo was perfect, right? It was absolutely perfect to bring that live sacrifice to life. You know, we wanted the face-off being in Hollywood was just a perfect matching. Purge being in New York was a perfect matching. So just, it set itself up for just these uniquely individual scare zones. Masquerade is huge. I mean, we wanted to have a huge statement at the front of the park, and we really do, with this large chandelier hanging over you, these very uniquely different, kind of cool, surreal, gorgeous, but grotesque stilt walkers out there. So this year was just, everything landed perfectly with how we wanted, bringing back scare zones and what we wanted to do. So
Excellent. And is there anything you've added to the scare zones this year that you've never done before that you'd like to share with us?
that we've never done before.
We've never sacrificed a person
We've never
live.
sacrificed a person live. That's a big one.
Yeah.
We're doing, what I love about our Scare Zones this year is we're doing a lot of things that we may have done in the past, but never together.
Right.
So there's a lot more show element to the streets this year that we may have done little small elements, but this year we're doing a lot of it. So that's what I love about it, is we may have done it in our 24 years, we've done a lot, right? Mm-hmm. So we may have touched on these things before, we're just making it bigger. Excellent. And making it broader, right?
All right,
and we're
excellent.
Killing somebody.
Thank you so much.
You.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Again, Mike's passion just comes through, and it was interesting because, like I say, I was interested because they never did reveal the tweet that they mentioned that got them as excited for American Werewolf this year, and then the fact that tweet was about AVP and not Halloween actually came as a surprise to me.
It did, especially when Mike Aiello had the option to set up his interviews in front of any of the stations that he wanted to, and he chose Halloween. So that's what got me thinking, oh, okay, it's definitely got to be Halloween then.
Darren, I'm going to ask you a quick question, before we get in. During that presentation, he brought something out. Obviously, we're listening to it in audio, and he said that it was something he got 2 years ago that were a Christmas present from his wife. What were they?
Oh, they were his Halloween shoes.
Oh,
sneakers. Custom sneakers that were Halloween.
Awesome.
Michael Myers themed. They were pretty awesome.
Wow.
And he was also wearing, I think, a Halloween shirt, right?
Yes, classic, like original Halloween shirt.
Cool. I knew I liked him.
Yeah.
He's awesome. We need to get him back on the show. He's brilliant. So, what came next then, Darren? What was next?
After that, they just gave us a little bit more time to get any pictures and anything we needed, finish up a couple of the makeups that they were working on, and then they said, all right, take all your cameras, your gear, anything like that, and put them over here. We're going to have an attendant watching them because you are not allowed to bring them anywhere near the house that we will be touring.
Fair enough.
In previous years, there have been certain people that have recorded their walkthroughs, and they've always been kind of on the fence about it. Universal, and this year they've decided that no, they are not going to allow anybody to film the walkthrough of the house, especially because they were in an early testing phase with it and that kind of thing. It was already worthy of being filmed. It's just, I think that's something they want to keep a secret, especially because there's some really cool things about it. So we had to put all our camera gear and everything off to the side and get on a bus. Because, like I said, the soundstage we were in is way over by Rip Ride Rocket, and the house that we toured. Am I saying that yet?
Yeah, you can do.
Oh, okay. We toured the Halloween house, and it was on the clear other side of the park. It's over behind Men in Black. So they actually had to bus us through the backstage area to get over there.
Oh, I was so disappointed. I thought they were going to bust through the park. That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been awesome too. We did get to walk around a little bit after it closed, and I gotta say that's a dream come true for me.
Wow.
Very, very cool to see it completely empty and dark and all lit up. I gotta say, this year we only did one house, but they really put everything into it. Yeah, they did a really good job of that. And they actually let us walk through 4 times.
Go on, Darren, say the coolest thing about it.
I don't want to say the coolest thing about it.
No, I mean the coolest thing about when you got to walk through the last time you went through that house.
Yeah, the last walkthrough. Spotted Mike Aiello outside and started talking to him about the house a little bit, and he said, "Well, you know what? I'm going to go through for another walkthrough. You want to come with me?"
Oh, it's not fair.
Yeah, just to walk through with Mike pointing out little bits and bobs there that are really neat that we wouldn't have noticed without him telling us. So.
I know Nina was buzzing about it when she was talking to me.
I would have been.
Yeah, there's so much detail in that house. And I was just telling Lee before we recorded that me and Nina and I just watched that last night again, and seeing that again, and then having just been to the house, they got everything spot on. It's excellent. If you love the original Halloween, you are going to die in this house. Literally.
Quite literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, just real quick, it doesn't appear that the house, a lot of people before, these walkthroughs happened were kind of concerned that Halloween was being relegated to a tent. It doesn't appear to suffer by that at all, does it?
No, it doesn't. Being in a tent is a formality now for Halloween Horror Nights. They have gotten so good at it that it does not matter. They can use their sprung tents, which are essentially full structures. I mean, their idea of a tent is much different than yours or mine.
Yeah, it's not a canvas A-frame, is it?
It's not a teepee.
Yeah, and after they dress up the interior set, I mean, it looked like you were walking through the house.
Yeah, and I remember reading, or maybe it was actually in that interview, that they deliberately chose a tent for this house because they wanted you to pass through various different houses and things like that. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes, they have some outside areas, and inside areas as well. They feature most of the kills from the house. From the movie, just shown for you again. This is a very theatrical house. There's scenes that play out. You're gonna want to, now the thing I'm concerned about is timing on some of them, because there might be some areas you walk through where not a lot's going on. But it seems like they've got that worked out pretty well as they can. And each of the scenes that play out are pretty quick, so you should get a chance to see everything. There just might be a couple of houses where you might want to hang a little bit, and I know they hate that, and they probably hate me saying that, but just do it anyway.
No, I've been shouted at, and I've only ever been once.
Yeah, they yell at you, and then they move on with their lives. So there are. Some really cool things in there, all the way down to the TV show. The movies that are playing on the TV are the same as they were in the original Halloween movie.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
So that just gives you an idea of the crazy amount of detail that went into it.
So Darren, in your honest Halloween Horror Nights professional opinion, which do you think will be the biggest houses this year? Do you think it will be AVP and Halloween?
AVP is going to be, as you heard it in my interview with Mike, there's animatronics very similar to American Werewolf that have actually been expanded on quite a bit as well. So that is pretty amazing. So that they put a lot of money into that house, so that's going to be a big one. And Halloween is also going to be iconic, especially for the people that love that movie. But Alien vs. Predator, I think, is probably going to take the cake. And for the original houses, I'm going to say the most effective one is probably going to be the Dollhouse of the Damned.
Really, I think Giggles and Gore would be the one out of the three that I'd be most excited about.
I've got to say, I hate stuff like that, but that's the one after Halloween, that's the one I'm a bit devastated I'm not going to see.
Now, listening back to that presentation, the reception for the announcement of From Dusk Till Dawn was less than warm.
It was. I mean, and also you got to remember, these are media people that they're talking to, so most people are recording and not reacting and that kind of thing.
True.
He had to push everybody to react to have those little bit of reactions that are in there.
Have you watched any of them yet?
Yeah, I actually completed everything that was on Netflix, the first 10 episodes. You know what? I like it. I do. I see where they had to make changes to make it work as a series, but I personally did not have any problems with it.
It kind of surprised me that Untold Dracula or whatever it was got a warmer response than From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, I think that was just its placement in the process, he was already getting people hyped up for the
Yeah.
From Dusk Till Dawn. So I think they kind of carried over a little bit to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Dracula's also an iconic character, and,
Mm-hmm.
and bringing in Vlad the Impaler into it and that kind of thing.
I like
That's yeah.
So speaking of that walkthrough of Halloween, if you stay tuned after we say goodbye, you will get to hear the first, and I've specifically chosen the first walkthrough of Darren and Nina's, and don't worry, I have bleeped it.
Good.
I hope to God Nina's coming with us when we go to Halloween Horror Nights next year, because she's hilarious.
She's a blast. Yep.
But it was just... I've probably cut it out from the walkthrough, but she's like, oh my God, it's so scary. I need to do it again.
That's me, girl.
So yeah, anything else you want to add, Darren, before we scoot on out?
Yeah, I was a little skeptical going into this year with the first few announcements, but I think this is actually going to be a really strong year. I also got a chance yesterday, and you probably have already seen the pictures on Facebook of the scare zones that are already out and ready to go. So definitely check those out. And the theming on the scare zones this year is out of control.
The
There's
Purge
not as
looks
many.
amazing.
Yeah, there's not as many, but they went all out for it, like way down into detail. So if you get a chance to
Purge
go,
one.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot
and the
about that.
Bayou of Blood as well. Like that, a lot of the stuff is already out for Bayou of Blood, and it looks awesome. So
Yeah.
definitely check out my pictures, and if you get a chance to go during the daytime, all those items are out, and you can check them out in the light and really see the detail, and it's really cool.
Awesome.
Cool.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how it pans out this year and following it all.
Yeah. Well, for how much it kills me, Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando and Hollywood both open this Friday. Darren will be attending the opening night media event for Mice Chat and ourselves once again, so we will hear from him very soon. Talk about VIP treatment. There you go, sir. Enter the house with no wait.
That's what I do this for.
You're a true hero.
Yeah.
No, for real. He takes a bullet for me every year. It's great.
No, Hunty, right. You are going next year.
I am.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
You have
If
one
Jade could
opportunity
do it,
to
you
do it
can.
while we're over there. Yeah, you and Jade can do it together.
I feel like Jade's going to have more of a fun time.
She'll hold your hand, don't worry.
It might actually do you both good. So for this episode of the Dead Man's Digest, for Darren, Tracy and Hunter, I'm Lee, and it's over to Darren and Nina for a walkthrough of this year's Halloween house in Orlando. So sleep tight, internet.
They hear my fires on the loose. Whatever you want. I can't. Oh my gosh!
That's what I'm Keep coming with us.
Yes, you're gonna be awesome. You're gonna get really scared. Yes.
The old Future Institute of Technology.
Oh my god!
Gosh, smell that Halloween Horror Nights?
Yes.
We haven't even seen anybody.
Hey, don't talk to me.
Thank you.
Oh my god! It never ends! Oh my god!